making the necessary adjustments at halftime.
And here's Siakam for three. The rebound by Detroit.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
From outside the arc. And there's Bryant. That's good. On the assist by Durant. Durant's got assist number 5 here tonight. Outside Mathurin. Halliburton's got an open look. Detroit with a rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now. To the paint. Here's Davis. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but he drew the foul, and he'll go to the line.
You can't let Davis get established positioning inside. If he does, you have to foul him.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Detroit?
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep, and until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
You know what? They impress me from mid-range. I mean, understanding that there's more places to shoot than beyond the arc.
First one falls for him.
Quite simply, AD is one of the most impactful players in the league. Can take over a game on both ends.
The Pacers making a switch here. Nesmith's checked in. The Pacers have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Pass to Nembhard. Here's Turner. Halliburton for 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, he had a great first half from three-point range, but hasn't quite gotten his touchback since the break.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Here's Halliburton. And the dunk by Halliburton.
Come on now, what a talent. Slips through the lane and just flushes it home.
Oh, the D feeling some shame right there. That was big league.
They're going old school out there now, working the mid-range part of the floor.
Here's Halliburton. Detroit with a rebound. Kings got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Nembhard outside. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got 3 assists in the game. King, the pass to Davis. Uses the glass on the layup. Davis has got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, when Davis gets that kind of positioning inside, he is pretty much automatic.
Halliburton surveys the floor. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Detroit has got it going from the perimeter in the third. 4 for 4 so far. And again, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
Man, is he sharing the ball well. Hitting his guys right in their spots. Turner passes to Halliburton. Here's Davis, and another dime for him. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
He's doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Halliburton, the pass to Nesmith. Back to Halliburton. A shot to stop the run. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Defense gets a little too close to Durant there, and he smartly makes sure to pick up the foul while shooting.
And both free throws good for Durant.
Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
Siakam against Davis. And then Siakam with the jam.
Every year, Siakam seems to get more confident handling the ball. Slick move there.
King gets the bucket.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Oh, no good on the last-second attempt there. And so it's the Detroit Pistons making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assistant. To the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And the Pacers looking at who they've got. They've got Aaron Nesmith, Jackson out there with Obi Toppin. Then there's T.J. McConnell, and it's Halliburton in at the 2. Good work there as it goes.
What relentless energy from Westbrook on the drive, not letting the defense get in his way.
Now here's McConnell. He's closely guarded. Yes, it's good.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Pass to Anthony. To the middle. And it's Westbrook that time on the assist by Anthony. Westbrook's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's the area of the floor where Westbrook's efficiency scoring the ball is fantastic.
All right, let's say you're starting a new franchise today, and you get to pick any player in the league. Who you got, Grant?
Oh, man, there's so much talent to choose from. You can't go wrong with Doncic, Antetokounmpo, or Jokic. There's some enticing young players, too, like Anthony Edwards as well.
Pass to Nesmith. Toppin outside. The 3-ball. And King pulls it down. King's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Yep, count it.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Now Durant. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. Nembhard, he's checked in for Indiana.
Aaron Nesmith, first personal foul. First team foul.
And that one misses.
The resume Giannis has built already is impressive, and he's nowhere close to being done adding to it.
Here's Nesmith. Easy jumper from very short distance. Nesmith's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, the efficiency is there, but not the volume. He needs to start doing this every trip down the floor to close the gap.
Halliburton with the ball. Here he goes. And the dunk by Halliburton.
Oh, Tyrese. That is how you complete a drive.
To the inside. Here's Westbrook. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Westbrook's got 6 in the quarter.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Pass to Halliburton. Wing shot on the way. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting.
Now here's Halliburton. Coach, what's the challenge of NBA travel like?
Well, look, all of us in the NBA just have to come clean on this. We travel on first-class charters. We're taken care of as well as you can possibly be taken care of. It's just that there's a lot of travel in an NBA season, and if you're on the coast, you probably feel it a little bit more even than the teams in the middle of the country. Yeah, despite them being behind, he's been impressive, but he can't do it all by himself.
Indiana has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Nembhard outside. Lets it go from 11. The rebound by Detroit. Kings got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Durant finds Anthony. Off target from three-point range. For Indiana, they've got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. Back to Nembhard. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Great find, leading his teammate right to the bucket.
Again, the miss by the Pistons.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Sends it home from three-point land.
What a release. Halliburton getting rid of it.
Anthony right side. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. All right, Grant, you feel the non-superstars are making the money they should?
Well, BA, it's a topic in every CBA negotiation. But I think we're trending in the right direction. But it seems like there's always more work to be done.
All right, Stan, what's one rule you'd change if you could be commissioner for a day?
Well, first thing I want to know, Brian, if I get to be commissioner for the day, for that day, do I get Adam Silver's salary?
100%.
Brian, I'd get rid of all the replays.
All the replays. No more reviews. Human factor.
No reviews, no challenges. Let's play the game and keep the flow of the game going.
Miles Turner, second personal foul, 13 foul.
Free throw is good from Durant.
Yeah, the most impressive thing about Durant's career is his efficiency as a scorer. Given the amount of defensive attention he draws, it's quite impressive.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Siakam against Anthony. Can't hit. Detroit has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Pistons.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for the Great One.
Yeah, we witnessed a special performance tonight. It's not just the triple-double, it's the example he set out there. Outstanding leadership.
Outside Mathurin. Down low. And it's Turner, that time on the assist by Halliburton.
One positive takeaway, at least they're finally showing
Yet another assist.
And this last assist ties him for the franchise record for most in a game. What a performance he's having.
He's been passing with pinpoint accuracy all game long. Anthony against Mathurin. Back to Turner. That one doesn't drop. Great D that time from Antetokounmpo. Inside. And another dime for him.
And sure enough, he's just set the single-game franchise record for assists.
Showing that vision, both to find his teammates and to reach for new heights. So we see the Pistons taking the W here. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
All right, Allie, thank you. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA.
On the floor for the visiting Detroit Pistons. At small forward, Kevin Durant. At center, Anthony Davis. At shooting guard, Kobe Bryant. At the other guard position, King. At the other forward position, Giannis Antetokounmpo. The head coach for the visiting team is J.B. Bickerstaff.
Let's meet the starters for your...
Now that the new season is tipped off, Richard, how important is it to get things off to a good start?
I'd say it's fairly important, but this is a long season, Kevin. It's about sustaining a high level of play consistently.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. They've got Anthony Davis. Durant is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Kobe. And it's King at the 1.
A solid mid-range shooter. Hunter knows where his strengths are.
And so it's the Cavaliers getting on the board first. King, that's good.
No, it's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Durant going inside. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
The length, the quickness. There's just not much you can do when Durant is driving to the rim.
Mitchell finds Hunter. Sinks the triple. Hunter's got 5 now.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And how fun is it watching Kobe take flight? His throwdowns are down to pay ridiculous.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Garland touched it last. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to talk to Kenny Atkinson for a minute. Their plan, such as it is to make Kevin Durant uncomfortable, force him to take shots instead of giving him the ones he wants. Coach said it's obviously easier said than done, but if you let Durant get hot, forget about it. You can take over an entire game. We'll see if they can execute defensively. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks. It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Bryant.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Mitchell outside. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you, owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive enforcement.
Here's Garland. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
For Garland. A very nice season for him last year. Averaged 18 points per, 6 assists and 2 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
I've played with someone like him, the type of player that looks to get others involved first. That's my type of teammate.
Now here's King following the miss by Donovan Mitchell.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And here is Hunter. He's got 5. Durant with the steal. And the dunk by Bryant.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball, following the bucket by the Pistons. There's Garland, and he uses the glass on the lane.
Pretty savvy move there by Garland, making space with that pick and roll.
Davis, the pass to Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Stolen by Durant. King outside. From downtown. And again, it's the Pistons from deep.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Allen outside. Pass to Hunter. Garland kicks to Hunter. 6 on the shot clock. And that one's good. Mitchell.
Wanting the ball there. Mitchell getting those 3 points back.
From the baseline. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Ooh, he's on a bit of a heater now. He hasn't missed one this quarter yet.
2 minutes.
Bounce pass from Garland. For 3. Detroit with the rebound. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers.
Yeah, 2 conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
Yeah, you know each team wants to take it to the other. I'm sure we will see a lot of toying around with lineups and see what types of matchups work best.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Get
A different look now for Cleveland. Wade, he's checked in for Allen. Max Strus comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Ty Jerome in for Donovan Mitchell. Here's Strus. And Davis sends it back.
Too much this, too much that, too much length from AD. Get that out of here.
Buries it from three-point range. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Detroit.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
And here is King after the three-pointer from Evan Mobley. A nice shot by KD.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Garland the pass to Wade. The kick out to Mobley. And out of bounds, the Pistons will take it.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
For the Cavaliers, Tyson's checked in. And it's Sam Merrill in for Garland. There's 39 seconds left in the first. King outside. Davis sets a screen. King the pass to Davis. Mobley with the rebound.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Pass to Merrill. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Mobley. Beats the shot clock but can't get it to fall. And so is Detroit, sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second. Quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And the Pistons have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge, too.
We've got Sam Merrill. Max Strus is out there with Evan Mobley. And it's Jerome in at the point. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. Here's Merrill. Scoreless thus far. And the shot goes down. King outside. Cunningham for three. Sinks the three-pointer.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Jerome. Pass to Tyson. Offline with his three. Strus against Anthony. That one good for two. Anthony's got his first basket of the night.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
The Pistons have gone an ice 3 of 3 to start the second.
I'll be honest, he's having a better quarter than a lot of my nights back when I played.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
Let's give a huge Cleveland welcome to the Cavs Crew Hot Squad. Attention fans, on the court now is your Hot Squad. Get loud and let them hear it.
And Cleveland making a change here. Hunter's checked in.
For some t-shirts.
Let's take a look at the players who were the best on the glass a season ago. Domantas Sabonis is on top. Anthony Davis third.
But these guys are always around the hoop, always with a nose for the ball. A dominant season inside for both.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century last season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said, "It's awesome to be mentioned with the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, you're just out there trying to win." Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways. RJ, so often with rookies, we want to judge them after half the season. But we're not very patient with them. How long should we give players to prove themselves in the NBA?
Well, there's a different type of prove yourself. If you're talking about a rookie, I was taught after about game 60, you're no longer a rookie because you've played every team, you understand the defensive concepts, you might be a little fatigued, but after that, you're no longer a rookie. But to judge them, if they can play in this league, it can take a couple of years.
Got that one up quick. Cunningham's got his second basket of the night.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Now, here's Mobley. 6 points for him. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Proving how coachable he is. This man is building a pretty decent passing game.
Here's Anthony, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Anthony's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
That's the kind of aggression you want to see when you've got a team on the ropes.
Strus, they get a bet, and it's in there. Mobley's got 8.
And you can't let Mobley roam free on the offensive glass. This is how you get burned.
King outside, looking for Cunningham, and he gets it there. Bucket is good.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Since his first day in the league, Richard, Evan Mobley has been an elite defender.
And that's why he's been compared to Hall of Famers like Kevin Garnett. But we still need to see him develop the offensive end.
Oh, nice finish. Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Here's Merrill, covered by Cunningham. And there's the call on Evan Mobley. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Okiki's checked in for Evan Mobley. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Sam Merrill. And it's Garland in for Ty Jerome. Launches from deep. King's shot is off.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
There's Okiki, defended by Sabonis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First team foul.
First trip to the line for him here. First one falls for.
With 2 shots, Chuma Okiki.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Detroit's gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. Pass to Anthony. Beyond the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Anthony's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
Garland finds Mitchell. They double him with Cunningham, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
YouTube. Jump ball call.
Now here's King. He's got 18. Anthony with the bucket.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Mitchell outside. Dives to the hoop. Misses in close. Detroit's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. King, the pass to Sabonis. Outside for Pippen. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Cunningham for 3. Missed the shot. He's 3 for 4 in the game. Strus passes to Okeke. Back to Strus. A 3-ball. Detroit with the rebound.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
To the paint, here's King. Outside, Sabonis. Back to King. To the middle. Cunningham passes to Sabonis, and the shot goes in. Sabonis has got his first points of the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first half. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Knocks it loose. King with the steal. Now the fast break. King.
Oh, I see you, big fella.
Can you believe that?
When he took off, I was not expecting that.
Oh.
Save that one. Boys, I'm going to want to see that a few times.
Oh, me too, right? Jaws on the ground all over this building.
Like, what? That looked like something you see at a dunk contest. The confidence to pull it off in the game, that's impressive.
So it's the Detroit Pistons with a huge 37-point lead to end the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Kevin, what has allowed you all to build this lead in the first half?
Well, we've just been playing hard. Those guys are tough to guard. They cut so hard. They play well together. And we had a decent half. We got to keep it going.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
Check out the Pistons. Hey, their spirits are high. They have a chance to start the season on a winning streak. Build up that momentum, guys.
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Pistons.
I'm guessing my buddy over here loving it.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from the Great One.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
But I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt, but he's all about getting the win over everything else.
On the court for the Pistons, they've got King, Antetokounmpo out there with Durant. Then there's Davis, and it's Kobe in at the shooting guard. Here's Hunter. Banked in off the glass. Hunter's got 7 points in the game.
At 6'7", Hunter, nice handles there, showing him off on that possession.
And here's Kobe from the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that three. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his look.
And I love watching Garland mature into a leader. And you know what? He is not done yet.
Oh, yeah, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. Garland, the pass to Mobley. Here's Hunter. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Outside Garland from outside the arc, and Davis pulls it down. Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Allen outside. Allen, a screen on Bryant. Shot's good by Mitchell.
That's cash. Mitchell is a volume three-point shooter for a reason now.
Here's KD. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And Hunter, here we go. King with the block. Pass to Giannis. Paxson coming off the assist from KD. 10 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
At his size, KD is able to see the floor so well, and it helps him make passes just like that.
Allen finds Hunter. There's the 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's on Jared Allen.
And when you foul Bryant, you really got to foul him, or else he's going to make it an and-1.
The Pistons shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Mitchell passes to Garland. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Garland's got 5 now.
Looking for a high percentage shot. Garland wants the best look he can get.
And Giannis gets it to go.
He's been meticulous on offense, and it's paid off with a flawless shooting percentage for him so far in this game.
I now want to send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the last few years we saw teams giving up bounties worth of draft picks and trades for star players, but with teams now possessing more roster spots to develop prospects, and about 3/4 of the tradable picks hoarded by just a third of the NBA's teams, we may not see so many picks given up moving forward. Kevin?
You're exactly right, David. Something certainly to keep an eye on. King, that's good.
You can see the evolution of Giannis as a passer. He's gotten good at thinking for himself and his teammates.
Pass to Hunter. Mitchell left side. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Detroit's gotten the 3 ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And it's Durant missing. Cleveland has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. The wide open look here for Garland. Rebound, Detroit. Giannis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's King. Uses the glass to finish the layup. King's got 24.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Pass to Mitchell. There's the triple. The Cavaliers with another miss.
Well, his shooting is unfortunately not helping things, and his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping them behind.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
2 minutes.
Mobley dishes to Allen. Pass to Hunter. Shot clock at 5. And Garland has it in the corner. And another miss by Cleveland.
Credit to him for trying to get that 3 right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
Kobe with the bucket.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Here's Garland. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And the improvement, RJ, from Garland's dribble drive game has been immense.
Kevin, his confidence when he is ready to attack is next level. He's got great footwork. He's got a great handle. Very few defenders can stay in front of him in a one-on-one situation.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Tyson's checked in. And Strus is subbed in for DeAndre Hunter. King against Garland. The tray. And again, it's the Pistons from deep.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
1:05 left in the 3rd. Mobley outside. Mitchell up top. Garland kicks to Mitchell. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Durant, that's good.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Mitchell outside. Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. The Cavaliers with another miss.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Mobley with the block. That shot is off. And so it's Detroit, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. The scoring has been... And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this... a thing of beauty.
And the ability to drop your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Hunter is out there with Max Strus. Then there's Garland. And it's Tyson in at the 5, down low. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Now a timeout called by Detroit. And a different look here for the Pistons. Sabonis, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Antetokounmpo. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Bryant. King outside. The 3 traps in the tray. King's got 10 points here in the second half.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Garland kicks to Strus. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Pass to Strus. Hunter on the wing. Here's Jerome. He's covered by Westbrook. 6 to shoot. Ring shot on the way. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Jerome's got his first 2 points. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Pistons. Another 3 for Detroit.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Outside Garland. The shot no good. Tyson. The Pistons have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Garland, the pass to Strus. Here's Tyson. 11 feet out and he hits it. The Pistons have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Back to Kuminga. Puts up a 3. And again, it's the Pistons from deep.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Strus and Westbrook pulls it down. Detroit has gotten in the groove from three-point range. They are 4 for 4 since the third quarter ended. Here's King, powered down with both hands.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Strus. Hunter, no one around him. From outside, off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
It's Garland. Detroit with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end. And he's been much more assertive here in the second half, getting to his spots, executing with ease.
King, the pass to Westbrook. Over Mitchell. And Detroit again with the bucket.
A comfort zone for Westbrook. He still has so much confidence in his mid-range game.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. A drive by Garland. Misses from close range.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
King, the pass to Anthony. Another possession, another assist.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
He has been a sensational playmaker. Garland, that's for 2. Another miss by Garland.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Kuminga, that one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Kuminga's got 9 points in the quarter.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Garland kicks to Allen. Some nice passing by Cleveland here, and then Allen slams it in.
When you're Allen, just about 7 feet, dunking comes easy.
Anthony with the screen on Mitchell. Back to Anthony, stolen by Allen.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Detroit. Whatever they want.
And another assist for him.
And that
inside, And another assist.
And sure enough, he's just set the single-game franchise record for assists.
Showing that vision both to find his teammates and to reach new heights. Anthony against Mobley. From the arc. Detroit with the rebound. Pass to King.
And he has splashed his name right in the middle of some totals of other legends. Names like Stockton and Cousy, just to pick a few. And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Number 12, DeAndre.
And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to the swing. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Giannis, you have said in the past you have even more untapped potential. So how did you put your fingerprints on this game?
I'm just here to do whatever it takes to help my team win. Did a great job executing, moving the ball. And this is what we do. This is what we do.
Thanks so much, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching.
Hello and welcome to Saturday night with the NBA on 2K Sports. An exciting game on the way. Hi everyone, I'm Brian Anderson along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our distinguished analyst, Allie LaForce on the sidelines. And a moment to check out who the Boston Celtics have coming up. On Monday, they'll be matching up with Damian Lillard and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Wednesday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Indiana, going up against the Pacers.
And for their matchup with the Hornets, it's the second game of a back-to-back. So you know there'll be some heavy legs out there. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes its toll on your body.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Brown in at the 3 spot. And for the Pistons, Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Davis. Then there's Kevin Durant. Then there's Kobe Bryant. And it's King in at the point. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out. High percentage look right off the bat.
And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. They defeated Washington in their last game.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Last season was tough for the Pistons, Brett, setting an NBA record by losing 28 games in a row.
BA, I'm a glass half full guy. I'm going to go on the bright side. Look at their core. It's led by Cade Cunningham. This guy is ultra talented. He's still in his early 20s. They have a lot of young talent on the roster. They're going to be better, and they play way better in the second half of the year. So how's that for some positivity? Such a terrific two-way guy. Drew Holiday isn't just an offensive powerhouse. He loves to play defense. I mean, loves it.
Offensive rebound, Davis. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Antetokounmpo, that's good.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
Now here's Brown. In his last outing, he had 11 points. To the middle. Tatum, a screen on Bryant. And it's blocked by Davis.
An impactful defensive presence. AD is outstanding at coming up with blocks.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Brown. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
And maybe a deep breath moment for them. They're now 1 for 4 to start the game.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And there's another one for the Pistons.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Brown finds White. And the layup is good.
He's really become a better all-around player. Brown's passing continues to evolve. Nice find.
Bryant. And the layup is good off the glass.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assists.
Celtics trail by 7. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Thanks. Well, the Celtics won their 18th championship in 2024, the most of any franchise in the NBA. And with multiple extensions this summer, securing their core moving forward, Boston has made huge financial commitments to compete for championships every single year.
Not a team to be taken lightly. All right, Shams, thank you for the report. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Here's White. The rebound by Detroit. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Cavaliers.
You have to respect their ability to stay consistent away from home, keeping their cool and making quality shots.
Well, awesome to see in that last game how the motion in their offense didn't stop because they were in some hostile territory.
Now here's White to the paint. Here's Tatum. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. King, the pass to Davis. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Davis has gotten his second bucket.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, JB Bickerstaff had a few moments to share with me. We talked about some of the challenges that they'll face tonight, not the least of which is defending Jason Tatum. He said the guy plays with so much confidence. He's a great scorer from all 3 levels. He can go for 40, 50, 60 in a night. We just have to try and make someone else beat us.
And Allie, thank you for that. Now here's Tatum. 20 points for him last game against the Wizards in Washington.
Well, the thing he did most was fluster the defense. I really liked how he showed no fear and constantly attacked the lane and drew contact, which in turn got him the free throws.
So it's Detroit now, following the bucket by Boston.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly opened it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
It's still early in the season, Grant, but most coaches have their rotations worked out by now.
They really do, but if they don't, they better figure it out soon. You don't want to be tinkering with your lineups any later than this.
Horford, he's checked in for Boston.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Outside White. Horford, a screen on Bryant. Shot clock at 6. And here's Brown for 3. The rebound by Detroit.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Yep, that one goes. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Holiday passes to Brown. They need this. Oh, and a dunk by Brown.
You can tell Brown is having fun. What a phenomenal dunk artist he is.
And how about our AT&T 5G Slam Cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. He's got 5.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
And Joe Mazzulla calls time out here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
Oh, you must correct your dancing shoes at all. All right.
Here for the Celtics. Kornet's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Hauser comes in for White, and Pritchard is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Now here's Brown. Stolen. King, the pass to Bryant. Yep, that one goes. Bryant's got 6 points.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
And so Durant will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. 16-point lead. Pass to King. 1:05 left to play in the first. 5 to shoot. Here's Antetokounmpo. Again, the Pistons score.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start.
Brown passes to Kornet. With the crossover, and it's blocked by Davis.
That's what happens when you challenge Davis. He can be so disruptive as a defender.
The Celtics making a switch here.
Jason Tate Shireman.
Goes up off the inbound. And King pulls it down. The Pistons lead by 18. Outside Durant. Lays it up and banks it in. Durant's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Here's Pritchard. Deflected. On the wing, Bryant fires the 3 on target from range. 9 points in the game.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Terrific work there by Al Horford, getting close to the hoop, really forcing the defense to foul him.
Boston shooting their third and fourth free throw shot for the night. And the first one at the line is good.
Al Horford, 2 shots.
Horford hits them both. Here's King. Here's the three.
And at the buzzer, count it. Just textbook. Kept his cool. And waited for his shot.
That's exactly how you want to close out the quarter, too, with some confidence.
And so it's Detroit. A huge 24-point lead for them. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Boy, the Pistons have been rolling along.
We all know good ball movement is what most coaches harp on, and their passing's been excellent so far.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
On the court right now for the Celtics. Tatum and Horford, the duo at forward. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. Then there's Luke Cornett. And it's Hauser in at the 2. And that one's good. Cunningham.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
The athletic swingman. I love whenever Tatum goes up with force off the drive.
And the Celtics, far and away the best record in the NBA last season, Grant.
Well, they rode that momentum into the playoffs, capturing the franchise's 18th championship, passing the Lakers for the most of any team in the association.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Ryan, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said it sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling. Ryan, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. That one falls.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Here's Pippen. And he buries his first look.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And Boston calls time here. Pause in the action. Here we have the best rebounding teams from last year. The Celtics second.
And you have to be impressed if you look at the rebounding numbers from last season. They ran a number of guys to the glass, which led to plenty of second chance opportunities.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Takes a 13-footer. Pritchard, no good.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
King, the pass to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Pass to Hauser. Back to Tatum. 6 to shoot. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Poor rim. Tatum plays with such an edge.
Here's Pippen. Off the mark there with a 3. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Hauser, that's good. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. From the wing, and again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Brent, he might be a year or two away, but it's all starting to come together for Cade Cunningham.
Well, B.A., the playmaking is certainly there. His vision on the floor, knowing where his teammates are. He's picking and choosing his spots a little bit better offensively to try to dominate 6 or 8 minute sections of the game. So Cade Cunningham is continuing to grow.
Here's Pritchard. Offensive board. Horford outside. Pass to Tatum. Yes! Great play by Horford to set him up. Tatum's got 15 points.
He's trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively. And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Three-pointer. Pritchard, no good.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Started out strong from three-point land, hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
And they're able to recover. Tatum against Anthony. A nice shot by Tatum. Tatum's got 12 points now in the quarter.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Anthony with a bucket. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Pistons.
Well, so far they've been immensely aggressive on the defensive side, denying easy shots, and it's made a difference in the game.
Well, they've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break add to your total in a hurry. Man, he is in the zone right now on offense, guys, building off that efficient first quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Here's Tatum. Oh, a special move before that shot. Tatum's got 19 points.
He played well in the first quarter, but now he's taking it to the next level.
Horford with a steal. There's 1:40 left in the half. The shot won't fall.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Pippen. Here's Hauser. He's watched by Cunningham. Chalk up 2 there.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Here's King, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Boston's gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Tatum against Anthony. Tatum can't hit. Detroit has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
On the wing, Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
It's not surprising to see Tatum taking over offensively. I mean, he's capable of doing this on a nightly basis. This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Boston shooting 56% for the second quarter. On the wing, Tatum. Back to Pritchard. 4-3. Williams grabs the board.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
Man, they're having a